Hi, it's Roni, and welcome to How to Kill a Kit with Style September. And I am going to scrap this picture right here. It's of two of my grandsons in one of those little cozy coops. And I'm going to use that sketch right there, and that's from Redefined Your Creative Secret Not Secret Kit Club. It's the one of the Thursday night one of the week. And anybody can join it. You can just go to that web page and you just upload your picture of your scrapbook page and it'll go in the drawing for a prize every week. And this is going to be my layout. And what's fun is to go and look at all the layouts that are in there with all the same sketch, because there are several. And so mine is going to be a little more work than normal for me because when you look at the sketch, the stitches are over the top of some of the pieces of paper. And yeah, I had to figure out how to put them down and how I wanted them without the stitches on there, and not put the top part on there either. Just put certain parts, and I still messed up. I thought I'd do as least amount of stitching as I could for that circle around there. And I stitched right through the area where the tag is, because I had tossed it over to the side and forgot about it and did not have it, and just stitched right through there and didn't even think anything about it until I was past that area. And I thought, oh man, I could have just skipped that part. And those stickers there, I got them at Hobby Lobby today for 74 cents. I couldn't resist. And I knew I was going to be doing this picture with this sketch, and I've seen that Let's Travel, and I had a whole different title planned for this, but since I will be doing them in the Cozy Coop again, I can save that title for then, because I couldn't resist using Let's Travel off of there. Yeah, when you get something new, it's hard to resist playing with it. At least it is for me. And I'm going to put some twine on my tag. I punched the hole, and I did mark it with a pencil, because if I don't mark it with a pencil, and I put it, if you see me go out of frame just a little bit, I was putting it on that grid to make sure I had the center part of that correctly, and put my spot there with the pencil and punched and got it right. And you know what? I'm looking at that now. I forgot to put my reinforcer on there. Can you believe that? I'll have to go back and put that on there. And I am going to use that viewfinder, and that was one I got in my kit from Secret Not Secret Kit Club. And I think it's a little bit bigger, not a whole lot, but a little bit bigger than the die that I have. So it's going to cover just a little more area, but I did cut a circle to put behind it. But like I said, it's a little difficult for me just because of the fact that I'm not exactly sure where I want everything, because I like to start gluing it down a little bit sometimes and go from there. But yeah, I'm trying to cut everything exactly like I need it before I glue it down. But yeah, I finally started gluing it down. Thank goodness. That helped me a little bit. But I was trying to get the pieces cut correctly and know that I was going to put the stitching on there, which ones that I needed to go ahead and cut, and which ones I could wait on. I should have just put everything on there and then glued down what I needed and set the rest to the side, but I didn't. But I did cut the tag, so I know how much space to have for that spot there. And that one I'm going to end up moving over once I start doing my circle, because I realized that it'd look a whole lot better just a little bit farther to the left, and so I will end up moving it. And this one I went underneath that, and I am going to stitch through part of that B on Believing, Don't Stop Believing, and I am going to stitch through part of that. And like I said, I'm going to stitch where that tag, right there where that tag's at, I am going to stitch there. 2 lines of stitches. And there's probably, well, I don't know, there's a bunch, because when I was looking at it and I was on the other side of that circle, I thought, oh man, I could have just skipped that part. Why did I even use the pencil and mark it there? But I wasn't thinking. Of course, I think I got 4 phone calls while I was doing this, and I kept stopping and starting, and I probably didn't work over 10 minutes at a time when I was doing it because of the phone calls. But I do finally get it done. And stitching didn't take quite as long as I thought it would. It did take a while. Like I said, though, the phone kept ringing, so it felt like it took a while because I was still on it, later. But I did stop. I didn't do it while I was on the phone. And these lines do overlap, so I'm going to have them overlapping. And I want to poke all the holes that I need, except for that corner down there. I didn't put none there because I knew I wasn't going to use it, but I wasn't even thinking about right there where the tag's at. And see, right then's when I could have just stopped and went on. And I did get it all around there. And I'm going to use red thread, embroidery thread, to go around here. I considered using red on one row of stitches around there and yellow on the other one. And I thought about it like the whole time I was stitching the first row, and then I thought, no, I think I'm going to go ahead and stick with just one color. So I do the second one with the red also, mostly because I like the first circle around there in the red. And I thought, why mess with a good thing? So yeah, I do have 2 circles around there in red. And I have come to the conclusion that I do not stitch circles around my layout unless it's for a challenge. Offhand, I do not remember ever doing it unless it was for a challenge and it was already in a sketch or something. So yeah, and the reason being because there is so many stitches on that. I like doing the crosses and the X's and things like that because it don't take quite as long. And here I put foam tape on the back of my picture without thinking, and the sketch shows washi tape up there. So see how my picture kind of bends backwards there? It don't look at so much now because it's pulled away from the paper a little bit, so it's not looking bubbled there now. It don't look bad at all now. I was getting ready to say I might have to figure out some way to change that, but I looked at it. It looks fine, so I'm going to go ahead and leave it. And I laid that tag on there, and I thought that viewfinder's not going to work there, so I end up moving it down. I think it's down farther anyway in the sketch, but I wanted to make sure the Let's Travel fit there because that's where it said to put the title. And although sometimes I do not put my title where the sketch shows because I usually have a longer title, I am going to put this one here because it actually does fit. And those are like, I don't know, vinyl maybe, but they stick pretty good too. I was surprised, and I'm going to move it up because I seen an arrow there. And I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and put that arrow on there too. And I will straighten that travel while I am doing the voiceover. That was one of the first things I did. So yeah, it is crooked now, but it will be, well, it's already straight. But I mean, it did not happen until I was doing this voiceover. And I reached over and straightened it right when I first started talking, I think. And I noticed it. And I'm going to put some of those stars on there. I wished I had a few more blue, but I already used some, so I do not have. I probably should have bought 2 packages of them as much as I'm liking them. But yeah, I'm going to put them on there. And I'm putting every single dark blue one on there, period. And then I was looking at it, and I thought it's done, and I looked at the sketch, and I seen it had an arrow down there. And I remembered that little journaling piece there, that white piece, it does have journaling lines on it, although it's kind of hard to tell in this little screen that I'm looking at. And it had something at the top. And so I am going to, since I cut it off that bigger journaling, the 4x6 journaling tag, I'm going to put something there. And it says, Let's Rock, because I was looking to see what would fit there. But I think that's it. I think that's all of my layout. Oh, yeah, I did go ahead and use the robot because I thought, what else am I going to use it on? And they're playing, and so who knows? They might be pretending they were in a spaceship. I don't know. And they need a robot to guide them. I don't know. But, yeah, I took the opportunity to use it, and so I did. But that's my layout, and I've got links below for everybody else that's sharing their kits this month with How to Kill a Kit with Style. And if you leave a comment, I'd love to answer your comment. I love the interaction of the YouTube comment section. And if you like the video, if you please hit a thumbs up, I appreciate it, and thank you in advance. And if you're not subscribed, I'd love to have you subscribe to my channel. Thank you all so much for watching, and check out Redefine Creative Secret Not Secret Kit Club page on Facebook and join in this challenge. It's every week, so it's a lot of fun. Thanks for watching. Bye.